G'day fishers, welcome to another episode of WA Fishing. Today we're heading offshore Rockingham after some Dhufish. Stay tuned and see the action.
Big fish, man. That's where I hooked it, where that deviation is. So I've just marked the private fish icon. Yeah, let's see what's good.
So this morning we're leaving at first light, which is 5 AM. We're heading offshore Rockingham and we're going to go in search of some Dhufish. We're in January now, so this time of year I tend to find that the Dhufish are in breeding schools. They're starting to school up, that breeding period. If you want my opinion, I think this is the time of year we shouldn't be fishing for them. We should be allowing them to breed. However, I'm not the rule maker and we've only got a few weeks left of this fishing before we go into closure at the end of the month. So heading offshore with Don and we'll see what we can get. So now the weather today, the swell was up last night, but it's dropped right back down. It was up around 3 meters, down to about 2 at the moment, just a little over 2. And the seas is below 1 meter, so about 0.8, 0.7, something like that. So it should be glassy conditions on the way out, so we should be able to smack it on the way out and then get to our spots, have a search around and see what we can find first thing in the morning, which is the prime time in my opinion. So stay tuned and see what action we get out there on the water.
G'day viewers, I know plenty of yous out there are trolling this channel without hitting the subscribe button, so make sure you do. While you're at it, you might as well hit that bell icon to make sure you don't miss out on future episodes. We have plenty more adventures up and down our coast in 2025 and lots more informative videos for you at home to learn some different styles of fishing and how to catch more fish. So some of the species we intend on targeting this demersal ban is King George whiting, school whiting, butterfish, squidding, octopus, herring, tailor, and hoping to get into some metro pelagics. We have a few tricks up our sleeve when targeting metro pelagics such as Spanish mackerel, tuna, dolphin fish, etc. All we really need is the weather. Okay, here we are a bit later in the morning. You would have seen on the sounder some solid readings. A couple of big dewies down there, but they weren't taking anything. So if you do find this when you're out there, sometimes you just need to go that next level. You'll see me swap over an Ocea leg for a whole squid and we'll go back around again. My theory around this is the big baits sometimes just turn on the big dewies. If you're a big fish down there, you're not necessarily going to touch anything small. So theory is put a big bait on, and drop it down there again, you might entice the bite, and when you do there's usually double hookups. So we're back around on those marks and I'm dropping down the whole squid right now. Dhufish typically you'll find in that bottom 3 meters, I would say, sometimes 5, depending on the size of the school. As you can see on the sounder that we showed you before, these fish are definitely Dhufish.
Fish down there again.
If you're a returning viewer, you'll know this little trick. Just lift it up off the bottom and drop it back down, enticing a bite.
What's wrong with you?
These fish were really playing hard to get down there this morning.
Just drop it down. Don't get excited.
Oh, that's a fish. That's a good fish. Looks like some good work.
Big fish?
Yeah.
I thought there was a fish on mine too. I think it's just going to the bait.
Big fish. It's not even fighting yet, though. Kill it. Tail wax.
So as I've mentioned in previous videos, if you play the fish softly, they will play softly back until they're about 10 metres off the bottom, and then they'll do a big run. By this stage I'm feeling pretty comfortable he's not going to snag me up in any reef or coral.
Someone bring the other down. I'm sure there's
Big fish, man. Switching the squid road. What's that type of bite? Oh, it's got some big, slow head shakes, mate. Yeah. A lot bigger than during yesterday. Big, slow head shakes. It's like a dance. It's like a dance, isn't it? When you're fishing this line, it's like gain a little, get a little. I haven't gained any line. It's just sitting above the bottom, just swimming. Oh, now I'm gaining. Oh, no.
Are you winning or?
Not yet. I think I'm winning now.
Oh! That was a nice fish. Just missed.
Big fish down there, Don.
Missed pocket.
See him on the sounder.
So as I mentioned before, when you entice one bite, generally the other fish follow. The issue is that now Don's dropped that fish or missed it, they will probably disappear now and there won't be a bite next drift.
Doesn't feel like a sandbone. Just hope it's not a shark.
Oh no.
Shark likes squid.
I go whack the fish just now and they give me the shit.
You got him now. That was the,
Miss him.
that was the
Oh,
that was the strike I've ever seen. What
Got to
the hell
stir
was
up
that?
the old boys.
Alright, now it's floating, Don. Oh, this is going to be a big... Look at the size of this coming up, ready?
oh yeah.
Big fuck.
Oh, nice.
Nice. That's a 15.
Oh, I just missed a time shot.
Look at the size of this bugger. Oh, mate. That's a Dhufish. That is a Dhufish. Oh,
Nice.
nice fish, eh?
One, I just lost. Big fat fish.
Big fish, mate.
Let's get a measure on this fish for you viewers at home.
Some girl stripe better than that.
Don't mind me, I'm just stirring up the old boy.
Like
What is it? It's close to a metre. It's 96, Don?
Yeah.
Maybe 97. Right there. That's where I hooked it, where that deviation is. So I've just marked the profit fish icon. Let's see what's see it come up.
As you'll see, this is a perfect combination. Slight rise with some nice fluff and wheat on top.
Give me a second, Don. I'm just going to reline it up. It's just...
Try not to panic, take your time, line up those drifts every time. So we're back around on the same ground, but I'm not too optimistic given we've taken out the dominant male. So we'll give this fish a clean up and we'll give it a bit of a Shinkei-Jime. This fish has been Shinkei-Jimed and bleeding out for the last 5 minutes while we went around our drift. Out with the Icky Pick Shinkei-Jime kit. If you haven't seen this done before, it's really cool. These larger fish's skulls are quite thick and harder to get the corer in, but eventually you do get there.
Get out of the way. Got it.
Now that wire has travelled all the way down its spine, severing its nervous system, hence why they're changing colour.
See, it just changes colour. It's going all the way down. Pretty cool, eh? It's just...
Once it's been Shinkei-Jime, then you can chuck it on ice and keep it cold, and this fish will be top notch. As I've mentioned in previous videos, these blocks of ice have actually got salt water in them, which brings down the temperature of your esky by a couple of degrees. Adding seawater to your ice slurry helps, but these ice blocks are a godsend compared to just the ice slurry itself. After a couple of more drifts, we got a bit bored because the fish had shut down, so I thought I'd drop down the camera to see if they were maybe hiding or sooking somewhere after we pulled up the dominant fish. Now you'll see down here plenty of weed, like I said, nice life on top of that lump. Lots of fish around, footballers, sweep, but not much else. I think those Dhufish must have followed us along as we were drifting and they've probably disappeared somewhere else along the reef somewhere. It's pretty amazing how you can hear your transducer very clearly down here on the bottom as well. This ground is very nice. You've got nice ledges here that the Dhufish and larger fish can hide from currents, and plenty of life on here for them to feed on, so prime ground. Whilst it doesn't look that impressive without the larger fish on it that you're targeting, it'd be worth a trip out here again at a later date. Because there's smaller life here, they will bring the bigger fish and the bigger life with time. And that's probably something for you to keep in mind at home. When you go fishing and you find some decent ground, don't give up on it. Come back and have a look at a later date. You may find that there's some big fish on it. The rest of the day became a bit quiet after catching that Dhufish and Don losing a couple.
I dropped it. Still there. It's pretty tiny, whatever it is. Small, right? We have jacks on.
Mommy or daddy to me.
Black ass.
A nice size Breaksea Cod.
Yeah.
The drift started getting over about 2 knots, which really starts to make it unfishable. So after catching that Breaksea Cod, the wind and seas decided to pick up, so decided to call it quits and head in. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more fishing action in the near future. Still got plenty of videos coming, and it'd be great to have you join us on our next adventure. Now this Dhufish turned in at about 97 centimeters and a little over 14 kilos, so a decent fish. We'll catch you in the next episode, Fishos. Thanks for watching.